mo yan, you identify them, you make them understand their potential, their leadership, and they have to pay it forward. Ano yung malaking contribution na pwede nilang ibigay sa AIM Global? Not just for themselves and their team. This time, we have to make our accountability bigger about our business, AIM Global. Next, individual contributor is also valuable in your team's growth. Support the team and hustle together. So pag na-identify mo yan, mas mapapadali yung paghataw because you know exactly sino yung productive at sino yung pwede pagtuunan ng pansin. Alright? Now next, of course, kasunod yan, ito, I just want to say this, you either make yourself accountable or you will be made accountable by your circumstances. Bakit? There are two kinds of people, winners and victims. Dalawang klase ng tao who dwells on the negativities and use negativities to turn into positive. Next po, brother. Now, look at this. Where do you stand? Dalawang klase ng tao. Victim. Ano yung mga victim? They blame others. Pag may mali nangyari, nagtuturo. May kilala ba kayo gano'n? Pag may mali nangyari, hindi naging successful, nagtuturo. Si ano kasi, yan, kasalanan niya. Second, they all have personal excuses. Laging merong dahilan. Laging merong excuses. And thirdly, they always talk and say, I hope it gets better. Pinagpapasa Diyos, pinagpapasa hangin, wala namang ginagawa, they're always hoping for the best. But if you want to change from victim into accountable leader, mga winners, mga champions sa negosyo natin, from blaming others, you have to acknowledge the reality and the situation. Acknowledge the reality, acknowledge what happened, and then move on. Move on and do something para mabago yun. Next, instead of saying excuses, you own it. Kapag marami pong nagagalit pag nasusunod ang kanilang mga prospect. Sino yung nasunod na ng prospect dito? Nasa kami. Anong immediate na reaction natin pag nasusunod ng prospect? Hindi ba emotional? Nagagalit? Ano ating ginagawa? Si ano kasi nilako yung prospect ko eh. Si ano kasi sinunod yung prospect ko, but think about this. You have to own what happened. When someone losing a prospect or losing a payee, it's not one-way street. Dalawang palagi yan. May pagkukulang ka, may kasalanan yung kumuha ng prospect mo. Tama po ba? May pagkukulang ka sa ginawa mo, may pagkukulang ka sa trabaho mo, that's why na-steal or nakuha ng iba. You have to own it. Own it, learn from it, and move on. Next, of course, you find solution. Now, the more you find solution, the more better our accountability is. Why? When you blame others, you give up the power of ability or having chance to change what happened. So let's start being the victim, and let's start being accountable in our business, and be the champion in AIM Global Cebu. Okay ba yun? Sabi mo sa katabi mo, be accountable. Be accountable. Next, brother. Of course, next letter A is adaptability. Now, when we talk about adaptability, it's also same with agility. Now, if there's EQ, if there's IQ, there's also what we call AQ. Ano ba yung EQ? Emotional quotient. Ano ba yung IQ? Intellectual quotient. Ano ba yung AQ? Adaptability quotient. Ano yung simplified term ng adaptability quotient? Gaano ka ba kabilis mag-adapt? Gaano ka ba kabilis mag-move on? Marami sa akin yung mga prospect, mga downlines, isang linggo na na-reject, masama pa rin ang loob. May ganun ba? Isang linggo na masama pa rin ang loob. May pagbabago, ito na lang. The recent changes that we have, innovation that we have. Nung binagsak ang 8999, masaya lahat. Tama po ba? Sabi ng lahat, yes! Pero yung iba, ang kalahati, ang sabi, no! Bakit? Yun ang sabi ng yes, they made themselves accountable sa pwede mangyari. Hindi sila nagpaka-victim. Yung iba, hindi natin nila lahat, ang sabi, no! 8999 na. Mawawala na ba sa yung 3999? Mawawala na ba sa yung 6980? Ano unang natin sinabi? Hindi mawawala ang 399, 6980. Eventually, tinanggal ang 399. May natuwa? Merong hindi natuwa. Tama mo ba? It's always a mixed emotion. Pangalawa, tinanggal ang 6980. May natuwa, may hindi natuwa. But still, Hindi ka man natuwa, it's normal because you are speaking because of your emotion. But, kapag yan ang binaby mo, pag inalagaan mo yung emotion na negative, you will find difficulty to adapt. Tama po ba? Kaya if I will ask you, ano mas gusto nyo? 8999, 6980 o 3999?
8999.
Bakit 8999? Kasi 1N ng 1N ng 1N ng 1N. Tama? Think about this. Ulitin ko, same effort pero mas malaking kita. Sabi nung iba, Sir, mawawala na rin po ba yung mega package? Ang mega package, magkano? 12,980. Magkano pairing ng mega package? Magkano ang pairing ng 899? Ano mas gusto mo? 1N pa rin. Kasi 200 lang naman ang nalugi sa'yo in terms of income, profit, pero yung pay-in, mas mababa kumpara mo sa 280. Tama po ba? Now, adaptability is important. Now, for us to adapt better, we need to learn new skill, start growing, and start adapting. Now, mapapansin niyo po, I heard this from one of our mentors, Sir John Asbury. In experience, in Africa and in the Philippines is the same. Walang yumayaman na maliit ang pay-in. Ang mas mabilis ang pagyaman, iisa lang ang package. Remember back in the days, ang ating package iisa lamang. Ano ang ating package noon? 7980. All the movement, all the direction, all the goals and plans of the entire Philippines nakaderive lang sa 7980. Tama po ba? Nagkaroon ng 6980, nagkaroon ng adaptation. Tama po? Nagkaroon ng 399, nagkaroon din ng adaptation. If you will ask your top uplines, saan sila mas masaya? Sasabihin nila sa'yo, kung meron ka lang chance, huwag ka naman pay-in ng 3999. Kasi ang hirap ng palo. Tama po ba? Now that we are in 8999, we have to adapt. We have to learn new skills para mas mapadali ang pag-pay-in. Why? Yung panahon, 7980, mga estudyante nagpipay-in naman eh. Ngayong 8999, kaya rin yun. Ang una mong i-adapt lang at babaguhin, yung mindset na develop mo sa mga tao na nakausap mo at sa sarili mo. Bakit? Ang mindset noon, sir, mas mura kasi yung 3999 eh. Mas kaya ng mga estudyante. No. If there's a will, there's always a way. Pag nakita nila yung ganda, mag-join pa rin sila. And next, convert mistakes into teachings and lessons. Whatever happens to you is a win-win situation. You succeed, it's a good result. You fail, you convert it into teaching and lesson and pass it on to your members and distributors. Next, focus on the present and prepare for the future. If you want to adapt fast, stop recollecting or stop bringing up the past. Kung gusto mong bumilis ang pag-a-adapt mo, kalimutan mo na yung nakaraan. Let be bygones. Tapos na yun. Huwag mo nang balikan. Focus on the present, what we have right now, and prepare for your future. Ano present natin? 8,999. Ano present mo? 36,000 per day. Anong present mo? 1.4 million per month. Anong present mo at the end of 2020? Successful na millionaire circle ka na ng Alliance Emerging Members. Focus on that and let's adapt faster. Sabi nga ni Charles Darwin, it is not the strongest of the species that always survives. Nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. So we know that change is the most constant thing in the world. So let's adapt para mas mapadilis ang pagyaman natin. Next po bro. Yan. Lastly is motivation. Kilala niyo ba si Kobe Bryant? Sino yung nalungkot nung nawala si Kobe Bryant? Alam mo nakakatawa, even my son, na-curious, sabi niya, Papa, sino yung number 24? Bakit palagi siyang nasa news? Sino yung number 24? Bakit palagi siyang nakikita sa basketball? Yung sinabi namin, oh, he passed away because of this and that. Sabi niya, magaling ba siya? At ko, yes. Magaling ba siya sa'yo? Sabi ko, no. Biro lang. Pero, even up to the younger generations are still motivated by this guy. Tama po ba? Ang nakakatawa, even those who don't play basketball are motivated by him. Why? It's not only the way he played the game, it is mindset and attitude towards the game. Tama po ba? Now, if there's a lesson that we can learn from this guy, we can easily say, na if you want to become motivated, you must be personally motivated first. Tama po? Dapat ang motivation nangyayari ay nanggagaling sa iyo. Not from other people. Because in our business, hindi lahat ng oras kasama mo si upline. Hindi lahat ng oras andyan si crossline, andyan si downline kasama mo. At the end of the day, kailangan ikaw personally motivated ka. Next mo, bro. Because the pain that you will feel today will be the strength you will always feel tomorrow. So pag ikaw hindi motivated, yung iyong pain na nararamdaman will take over the best of you. So dapat ikaw highly motivated. You can never motivate someone kung hindi ka motivated. Tama po ba? Now the question is, how can you stay motivated? Simple lang. If you feel na ikaw ay na-demotivated, if you feel na ikaw on the verge of quitting and giving up, try to recall, bakit ka ba nag-pay in the first place? If you're on the verge of quitting, pag ikaw highly demotivated, try to remember, the first day, you decided to join AIM Global. Bakit ka ba sumali at nag-pay in sa AIM Global? And the second you have to think, paano na yung mga tao na nadala mo, dinala mo, na buong pangarap at nangangarap pa because of you. Because once you're motivated, you will share motivation to people. Next, of course, I want to share this to you. Last word, sabi nga ni Kobe Bryant, hindi ko makakalimutan na line niya. Sabi niya, the most important thing is to try and inspire people so that they can be great in whatever they want to do. Once you become motivated, you will be the source of inspiration to many people. Sino dito yung nai-inspire sa maraming tao? Sino yung nai-inspire dito sa mga millionaires ng AIM Global? Now, if you want to be more inspired, tomorrow is the best place. Tomorrow is the best time para mas ma-inspire ka. Bakit? You will not only hear them, you will also see them talk, hear their stories. Yung motivation nila, they will pass it on to you as inspiration. But once you're inspired and motivated, do not allow it to die in you. Kailangan maipasa mo yan, makapag-inspire ka ng maraming tao, makapag-inspire ka ng mas maraming mong downline in our business. Because, next po bro, next po ulit, right now, in our situation, in our status, as leaders, our job is not just to succeed alone, but to put everyone in the best position to have a good shot to succeed too. Because kung ikaw apply ka na nakukuha mo yung tamang result mo sa AIM Global, living there in the success pedestal is lonely kung mag-isa ka. Our goal right now is to put more people, bring them up in the success level para mas marami tayong mayaman, papalakpak, magbabago buhay sa negosyo natin na alayan sa buhay. And I'm sure, once you attain and practice all of this that we mentioned, no doubt, ang network mo lalaki at lalaki. At pag ang network mo na palaki mo, ang income mo unti-unting papasok at magkakaroon ka ng magandang income sa negosyo mo na Alliance in Motion. You want to see the proof na pinag-uusapan natin ngayon? You want to see the proof of what I discussed today? Come tomorrow and see in the event of JD Project kay Louis Gascon. Si Louis, maganda ba income? Yes. May grupo ba siya? Yes. Maganda ba income niya? Yes. Si Carlo, malaki ba ang grupo? Yes. Malaki ba income? Yes. Joseph Lim, Ma'am Joseph Lim, malaki ba income? Yes. Malaki ba ang grupo? Yes. Nakita niyo yung GC ni Joseph Lim? Nakita niyo yung GC na in-upload niya? Yes, yes. Yung parang pinapangarap ko na text nung panahon. Yung ganito kataas. Alam mo magkano yung isang piraso doon? 300, di ba? Alam mo gano'ng kanipis yung papel? Yung tipong GC pala, aabot na ng 300 to 400,000. Paano niya nagawa yun? Hindi yun isang snap lang. Paano niya nagawa yun? He made that, he was able to get that because he created a network and became his, what we call right now, JDM Empire. Kung gusto mo magkaroon ng ganyan, simple lang. I'll go back to my first topic. Develop yourself, develop the right skill, take care of your people, value relationship, and huwag kakalimutan, mag-effort sa sarili, sa mga downlines, at sa mga pangarap mo. Thank you so much. Good morning. At magandang blessings sa inyo lahat. Happy so much.